to go before me? Kamai. This means hello in my traditional indigenous language of Yupik. I'm Violet Abitsi Amawak of Lawrence, Kansas. My father was Ralph Jeremy Amawak of Anchorage, Alaska. His father was Ralph Amawak of Tanana, Alaska. And his parents were Takak and Olga Amawak of Unalakleet, Alaska. I stand before you in my galia today, made by my aunties, as a representative of my ancestors, who survived the genocide of our Yupik peoples by any means necessary. I'm calling upon the spirits of my ancestors and homeland to implore you to do the right thing and set aside your apathy. I was appalled last week to watch you, Lisa, interrupt and ignore the Palestinian folks who came so humbly before you to ask that you use your power to end the violence occurring to their relatives and countrymen. And what were they asking for? A call for ceasefire, a statement of solidarity with the students at large here, signing on to boycott, divest, sanction efforts, as well as simply reading the resolution that the folks at Rally for Palestine drafted. Not only do I urge all of you council members to strongly consider these actions of solidarity, but if you value your seats on this council in the future, I suggest you listen to your constituents, as opposed to your echo chamber of friends and business partners. I'm fully aware that my words are falling upon deaf ears, considering the rampant apathy of this room for the homeless population, who in this town are largely Native American. They come here to go to Haskell, sold on the dream that material change is achievable, and it's all a trick. I know this from watching my father die a homeless man, a path forged here in Lawrence as a student at Haskell for him. His homelessness was not for a lack of effort. At its inception, it was a direct result of this town failing to consider all of its people. We don't care about living survivors of genocide or descendants of those who survived genocide in this town. At least people like you don't. We don't even care about dead victims of genocide. What has the city of Lawrence done to aid the repatriation efforts of the more than 400 human remains of ancestors at KU? This is within our city borders. These are things that our city matters. In a town literally built on the legacy of boarding schools as a tool of genocide, i.e. Haskell Indian Nations University, showing respect to the dead should be obvious. But y'all don't see these things. You see dollar signs when KU wants to build a new stadium, and something to cover up and hide when we talk about the bodies KU has stolen from resting in peace. Shame on all of you in this room for your apathy. If you think city business is purely related to financial matters, you have no business making decisions for our city. Koyana for your time.
Thank you. Other general public comment?